Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well and good. I, JSS, bearing the USN 1VE21CS064, I'm here today to talk about the subject UHV, that is Universal Human Values, bearing the subject code 21 UHV 49. So let's get into the topic. So the topic I'm going to be discussing today is going to be harmony in nature, family and society. So getting on with the introduction, we have understanding the coexistence of the self and the body, which is an integral part to living in a harmonious life. Exploring on how to distinguish between the needs of the self and the body, and regulating a program for the self-regulation of the body and health. The next one being self-awareness, that is learning on how to cultivate self-awareness and understand the role as it plays in fostering a harmonious relationship between the self and the body. Moving on with the next slide, we have the distinguishing between needs. So first one being self-exploration, learning on how to identify the needs of the self and the body and gain the insights on how to satisfy them. The next one being mind-body connections. So understanding how the mind and the body are interconnected and exploring on how to strike a balance between them. The next point being self mastery, that is discovering a technique for self mastery and also learning on how to align the needs of the self and the body while creating a harmonious existence. Moving on with the next slide, we have harmony in nature. So the aggregate of all the mutually interacting units, either be let it big or small, sentient or insentient, together can be called as nature. And these units are infinite in number, and we could easily observe that there exists a dynamic balance, self-regulation among all these units. So this regulation is harmony or balance in nature, and the law of nature as a whole has a unique cause and effect systems which may be understood in order to be in harmony with the natural law of things. Moving on with the next slide, we have nature is a delicate balance of independent systems where each component itself plays a very vital role in maintaining the overall harmony. For instance, bees play a crucial role in pollinating for plants, which in turn provide food for animals and humans alike. When one element of the system is disrupted, it can have a far reaching consequence that affects the entire ecosystem. According to a recent study by the World Wildlife Fund over the 50 past years, the world has lost around 60% of its wildlife population due to human activities such as deforestation, pollution, and climate change. So, this alarming trend not only threatens the survival of many species but also has significant implications for human well being. And as we continue to disrupt the natural balance, we risk losing the benefits that nature provides us, such as clean air and water, food, and medicine. Moving on to the next slide, we have the benefits of the harmony in society. So, harmony in society leads to better quality of life for everyone. When people work together towards common goals, they are more likely to be achieving them. This creates a sense of community and belonging, which is essential for human beings and happiness. In addition, harmony in society leads to greater economic prosperity when people trust each other and work together. They are more likely to engage in trade and commerce, and this creates jobs and stimulates economic growth, which benefits for everyone. Moving on to the next slide, we have harmony in society. Harmony in society begins with the individual, and we need to ensure the right understanding in the individual as the foundation of harmony in society. With the right understanding, the need for physical facilities in the family can be ascertained, and by assessing our needs correctly and by producing more than required, the family can be prosperous. The third one being assurance of right understanding is the individuals and prosperity in the families. Understanding of human relationships leads to harmony and trust, that is fearlessness in the society. When every individual is able to live harmoniously in a relationship and the needs of all the families are ensured, fearlessness or rather mutual trust in the society will naturally flow. The fourth one, when human beings with the right understanding interact with nature, it will be in conscience with the coexistence and will be mutually enriching. And we may also understand it in the following sequence, which the diagram itself is going to explain us. Moving on to the next slide, we have harmony in family. So, all living objects, especially human and animals, are surrounded by relations. So, the bonding between close groups is sometimes known as family. Many a times, close groups form, take shape, and with a passage of time disappear. For such groups, we can't use the word family. A family is a social group which is characterized by a common residence, economics, and cooperation. Or rather, a family is a set of people living together, attached each other with blood relations. So, this is heterogeneous in nature and starts with marriage, followed by reproduction of generations, supported by economic and social bonds. Moving on to the next slide, we have the functions of a family. So, functions of a family. The family is a set of people, and everyone in the family has a role to play. There are various responsibilities or functions of a family. First one being extension of the family, second one being children care, third one being economy, fourth one being old age and caring, and finally the fifth one being physical protection. Moving on to the next slide, we have harmony of the self with the body. First one being the mind. Learn on how to integrate the mind and the body to improve an overall well being. Next one being the body. So, discover how the body functions and explore ways to nourish it from within. And the last point being the soul. Enrich your soul through self awareness and self improvement techniques. Moving on to the next slide, we have the conclusion. So, in conclusion, here we have discussed the importance of harmony in nature, society, and family, and seen how it leads to a better quality of life for everyone and is essential for happiness and healthy household. As we move forward, let us remember that harmony is not just a concept but a way of life. By working together and communicating effectively, we can achieve a harmonious world where everyone can thrive. And let us embrace this idea with open hearts and minds. And communication is also a key in maintaining harmony in all aspects of life. I hope you understood all the topics that were dealt in this PPT, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.